is Strike Sessions.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Strike Sessions Season 3, Episode number 9. If you're on the video version, you see we have a new backdrop. Just printed this out. It's the same. It's like the same logo that plays in the video intro. Kind of cool. I want to make this background more like Sessions themed. Yeah. Anyway, guys, welcome to the podcast. This is episode number 9. We're getting super close to the next season of 2020. Today, we're gonna be going over some tips to deal with this thing that a lot of people are dealing with, especially now in this social media age. And whether or not social media is causing it is a whole nother conversation. But today we're going to be going over with how to deal with anxiety and like the stresses and negative effects that come with anxiety. There is this huge debate right now on social media about whether or not anxiety is being, like, the anxiety levels are being raised because of social media. I personally don't think that is the case. I don't think social media really has an influence on stuff like that. But yeah, again, that's a whole nother conversation to have. We're just going to be going over some ways to deal with it today. If you know that you have it, which little preface here. A lot of people say they have anxiety and they don't. A lot of people just get nervous easily. That's not anxiety. Anxiety is like those emotions that you get from being nervous pushed to the extreme times 10. A lot of people kind of are doing this thing like self-diagnosing, I would call it. A lot of people who say they have these conditions don't officially have them. Like, on paper, they don't have them. And that's not to dismiss any negative emotions you feel. You just have to be self-aware enough to know that you don't really have anxiety, and you just experience some of these symptoms. So I'm going to be going over some of the ways to deal with anxiety from this website. It's called healthline.com. They say the first thing to do is to question your thought pattern. They say negative thoughts can take root in your mind and distort the severity of the situation. This is very true. If one negative thought comes in about a situation, that can stem into many different negative thoughts and just kind of overtake your mind and make the entire situation seem negative, when in reality only maybe 1% of it is. You have to challenge your fears. You have to make sure that you can take back control. You have to push through it. You have to, again, just kind of be self-aware to realize that, hey, this doesn't really matter. This is totally in my control. Maybe not totally, but most of it's in my control. I can do this. The next thing they say to do is practice focused, deep breathing. This will slow your heart rate. The 4-7-8 technique is also known to help anxiety, so I'm assuming that's 4 in, 4 out, then 7 in, 7 out, then 8 in, 8 out. Honestly, just slow breathing in general, just kind of laying on your back, kind of taking that moment to kind of get centered and refocused, can help a lot as well. Aromatherapy, so this has kind of like been on the rise. I've seen a lot of aromatherapy, like even incense, honestly. Scents like lavender, chamomile, and sandalwood, so they say, are like the best to soothe you. Again, I'm reading all this from a website. I'm in no way like a mental health like doctor or whatever, or like I don't do any of that. I'm just trying to help you guys if you do deal with this stuff. Another good way to prevent anxiety from even happening in the first place, let alone dealing with it, is to identify and manage your triggers. So if you know that a certain thought or a certain, even a certain group of people can put you in that anxious state of mind, try to break off from those people, try to stay away from that group. Just identify what makes you start to get in that mental mode, and just try to cut that out of your life as best as possible. Meditating, like those breathing methods we talked about earlier, also helps to slow down your heart rate, kind of get you calm, kind of get you centered and focused. There's a ton of like meditation apps on the App Store that you can get for free that I've tried a couple. I'm not like super into meditation, but I just wanted to try it out. I've tried a couple. They're super dope, especially if you have like a speaker you can connect it to, so it kind of engulfs you in all the sounds and things that it plays, because it'll play like, I don't know, rain sounds or whatever. Just, it depends on what you get, but either way, meditation definitely helps. Keep your body and mind healthy. You want to be exercising. You don't want to be a couch potato. You want to be eating clean. Don't want to be eating McDonald's, Chick-fil-A every day. I know. I love Chick-fil-A too. You got to balance your meals. You got to be getting your vegetables, your fruits. Drink water too. A lot of people are really dehydrated and they don't realize it. You want to be drinking water every single day. Plus, eating clean and drinking water can also benefit your skin. So if you're trying to get clearer skin, do that as well. So those are just some tips I wanted to share with you guys if you're dealing with anxiety, stress, even just feeling like kind of overwhelmed in general. these things will help you. Try them out, see how they work, and see if you feel any better. Thank you guys for listening / watching to this second to last episode of season 3. If you're in the Apple Podcast app, be sure to leave a rating. If you're on Spotify, be sure to follow our podcast, share it with a friend. It really helps us out. Thank you guys for listening / watching, and I will talk to you on the next episode. Peace out.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, we're trying to get out more podcasts for you now than ever. If you guys want to listen to more of our podcasts, you can find us on Spotify, iTunes. All of our important links are below as always, and we'll talk to you soon.